Zde je, dámy a pánové, dnešní herní série na hru Deus Ex Human Revolution a nyní půjdeme dál. Počkejte, to už to. Je takhle, no už to chápu. A počkej, já si to radši pro případ nouze nechám otevřít, no.
Hey, Mr. Jensen, what a night, huh? I made the round. Some punks tried to tag Billy, but no makes dead.
Nemusím poslouchat tu tvoji trapnou hudbu. Ahoj!
Hey Adam, glad you could join us, although there's not much going on here.
Tak nic, tak já zase čau. Tady trošku jenom podělám. Podělám to, tak úžasné to říct. Jo, já si budu kontrolovat ty tajfuny, bo to nejde. No co si naservo. Jo, hej, to se bude potřebovat. To mám jenom jedenkrát. To fucking nejde. Prozkoumám. Asi. Aby to nevypadalo tak prázdně. Mám dobit to dobrý. Zkontroluji automaticky všechno, jestli mám dobitý. Bo na další místě se to bude potřebovat. Tak tu jsem OK, já si vezmu tady tuhle pistolečku. Tak. Můj byt.
Welcome home, Mr. Jensen. You have new messages.
Apparently that's not all I have. Make yourself at home, boss.
It's a fucking mess out there, Adam. You seen the news? Picus is telling everyone we're breeding super soldiers. Taggart's at the convention center right now, urging the UN to investigate.
Is it true?
Of course not.
Except for the Typhoon, right? And a few of those defense contracts.
What?
Oh, and let's not forget the fact that Megan's team was kidnapped right before her research went public. How do you explain that one, boss?
I wanted people to see that research. Megan was on the brink of something historic. Something that would have catapulted this company to the top of the Fortune 500. Her kidnappers knew it. They knew exactly where her research would take us. And they refused to let anyone else have that much power.
Anyone else? Eliza was right. You do know more than you've told me.
I suspected. But these people? They're like ghosts. Always in the shadows. Always hiding behind lies and proxies.
Who are they?
A name won't mean much. They'll use whatever one suits their interests. Sometimes it's the Masons. Sometimes the Bilderberg Group. They've had a finger in every corporation, organization, or government initiative that's defined modern society.
You're talking about... the Illuminati?
It's no joke. They're organized and they operate over and above society.
You're serious? So why would the Illuminati kidnap Megan's team?
I already told you. Megan found a way to make augmentation safer for all of us, so we can all become like you.
Like me?
Like... you are. More than human. We've got to get him back, Adam.
You said Taggart is speaking at the convention center right now?
Bitch even sent me an invite.
His aide, Sandoval, is neck deep in this.
I don't know where Sandoval is, but Taggart will. Adam, you've got to handle this delicately. We don't know Taggart is involved, and we can't afford another punch in the face. I'm trusting you with this one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Re-establishing security system. See you soon, Mr. Jensen.
Soon. Máme to jakýsi poškozené, to se stává tak. Máme dva praktické Praktické bodíky, na co je využijeme? No, měli bychom je využít spíš na to. Budeme ty praktické body zatím používat na toto a pak se když tak rozšíříme, jestli toho budeme hrát ještě. Označ a sleduj. Označ a sleduj, to je úžasné, to je dobrý rozkaz. Označ a sleduj. Miluju, označ a sleduj. Dobrý den.
Rioters are tearing the city apart.
Vážně? To musím vidět. Ty vole. Jo, tak to je úžasný, to jako... ty vole, co? Ježiš, prosím. Tak asi nějaký výtržník se rozhodl mi zkomplikovat život. Dobrý den.
Jensen, you might want to get off the streets. It's not safe for anyone.
Hej, já jsem Polda. Master Polda.
I'd seen the footage, but that shit could...
Get away from me, Og!
I'd seen the footage, but that shit could be doctored easily. These people are probably...
Jo, dobrý. Aha, konečně to ukazuje ty na pole. No tak to mi to chybilo, dámy a pánové. To je ten můj. Rád si tě poslouchám.
Learn to fear the machine, man. Who was it that sent you? DuPont? Rothschild? They could shut me up, but the truth always surfaces. Open your eyes, my friends! We've been blind.
Tak, výborně.
Now we stand.
Training exercises for augmented soldiers?
You okay, sweetheart?
Oh, yeah. Tak, a jdeme dál, jdeme dál. What the fuck?
Jensen, Sarif had me hack the convention center security logs for you. Sandoval signed out. He isn't there.
Taggart will know where he went.
You really think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all the media?
Out of the way!
He will if I ask real nice.
Well, if that doesn't work, he also has a dressing room backstage. Seems to me a man like Taggart must keep close track of his employees.
Tak jo, já už to tady nepamatuju, jak se to tady dělo.
Everything seems to be under control in the convention center.
And Taggart?
He's honest.
Oh yeah. Cílem systému přesvědčování je prolomit odporu usunutí, tak zdá se něčeho.
Third time this escalator has broken down this week.
Yeah.
Hello. It is very...
Jo. Sakra, že to vůbec, ale vůbec nepamatuju.
You don't have to get up just because I don't agree.
Dobrý den.
The press conference is still going on.
Jo? A můžu jít dál?
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Sarif Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Serif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Sarif scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Seraph Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Seraph and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years, but that's not why I'm here. Seraph scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
You got a lot of nerve to accuse me of lying. I'm not the one standing in front of a crowd of people hiding my involvement in kidnapping and murder.
My involvement, Mr. Jensen? Your recording doesn't prove that. If you play that recording for the police, at best, they'll dismiss it. At worst, they'll tell you to seek counseling. So, why are you really here? We all know you suffered a terrible tragedy in the attack on Seraph Industries. Why can't you put it behind you?
The reason I'm obsessed with the past, Taggart, is that there are still 5 people missing, and their attackers haven't paid for what they did. Your refusal to help me is getting in the way of justice.
Wait! I never meant to imply that I wasn't interested in seeing justice done. If you could see your situation clearly, you would realize you're being driven by your losses. Your actions are motivated by an attempt to regain a sense of control at my expense. You're turning me into your enemy when I'm not.
I don't have to make you my enemy, Taggart. Your actions speak for themselves. You started the anti-augmentation movement, and now anti-augmentation terrorist groups are making headlines every day. You always say Humanity Front isn't violent. But look outside. We're seeing proof that it is.
The violence is a terrible thing. I do not advocate it, but nor can I deny it exists. From the very day I founded Humanity Front, I made it clear that the group would be devoted to non-violent resistance. To deviate from this would mean dishonoring the memory of the very woman whose murder caused me to found the organization. Mr. Jensen, how can you possibly accuse me of doing otherwise?
Who's the one showing disrespect to your wife's memory right now? You chose to be responsible for everyone underneath you the day you chose to be the boss. Sandoval launched an attack on Seraph Industries, and you're hiding him from me? You're no better than he is.
You impertinent son of a... Mr. Jensen, if you knew Isaiah Sandoval as well as I do, if you knew the core of his being, in spite of his family history, you too might fight tooth and nail to defend him as I have. But you're right. If he has done something regrettable, then the truth needs to come out, whatever it may be. I'll show you where Isaiah is. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but I'm going to have to beg your indulgence for a few moments more. If you'll all please remain patient, I will return as soon as I can. Thank you. Mr. Jensen, I'll see you backstage.
Tak za tohle si zasloužím minimálně 120 000 bodů. Dobrý den, dobrý den.
I can tell by the way you look. You and I, are not gonna be friends.
How can any sane people do this? They're out of control. What do you want? Don't hurt me!
Klidek. Tak.
Just minutes ago, Zhao Yunru, CEO of the
Vidíš?
Taiwan Medical
Eliza to říká
Corporation,
všechno.
commented on the images.
You got a lot of nerve showing your hands or face here.
Young Medical have not and never will condone.
Pardon, pane, to asi nejste vy, že? To je ten druhý room. No, já si to ponechám raději otevřený.
Any idea what's going on out there?
Apparently it's settling down a little. Police have cleared the streets.
I heard they were pretty aggressive.
Yeah, heard that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. On stál celou dobu v té krabici. To si je to prdel. A já doufám, že mě to uložilo na úplně kvalitním místě. No, tak samozřejmě. Alespoň už sakra vím, kde on je. Myslím, že to bude stačit takhle obejít jenom. Jo, to jenom obejít, aha. Kde ne? Ukradnu flašku toho piva. Doufám, že vám to nevadí. Tak.
Mr. Jensen, I appreciate you allowing me to deal with this in a more discreet manner.
Save it, Taggart. You've wasted enough of my time as it is. Now where's Sandoval?
He has an apartment he uses when in this city, on Grand River Road. He mentioned he was feeling very run down, so I can only assume he went there.
I see.
He's not an evil man, Mr. Jensen. If he's done what you say, it's only because of his brother, Ezekiel. A man you might know better as Zeke Sanders.
Sanders? The man who attacked Sarah's manufacturing plant?
I knew nothing about it until after it was over, and then I tried. I tried to convince Isaiah not to follow in his footsteps.
Good job.
Mr. Jensen, please. Isaiah has done so much for so many needy people. People suffering from implant rejection. Promise me you will deal with him fairly.
That all depends on Isaiah.
I understand, but please try.
Tak, máme se teďka dostat tajný agent.
Detroit, Toronto, Mumbai, and Rio de Janeiro all report violent clashes.
Tak, bychom se správně měli dostat dolů. Jediné, že jim nevadí, tak chodím tak v pohodě. Tak, šup. Aha, to jsme se nedají. Mám zase jo, že? Jdem, pane policajt.
Don't go looking to start trouble in here.
Já jsem taky dost napnutý. Tak, jdeme.
Patch me through.
Oh,
Jensen?
no.
I almost didn't recognize you. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what are the chances? Do you remember me? I was a rookie when you still rolled in SWAT.
Nikki. Of course I remember you. How you been? The brass got you on ride control too?
Yeah, I am. Or I was until... Damn it. Look, something big is going down, and I'm kind of freaking out here. You remember that MCBer, Jacob White? You busted him a couple of times.
Yeah, I remember him. Assault and possession. He's still running rackets?
No, I mean, yeah, shit, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because he's moved on to bigger things.
Nikki, slow down.
Listen, hear me out. I just got word he has his hands on some real military-grade explosives. The prick's got a fucking bomb, Adam. And you know how much he hates the PD. He's going to hit us while we have our pants down with the riots. You gotta help us out here.
Nikki, I'm kind of busy. If he's got a bomb, just call it in and follow procedure.
What do you think I've been doing? I've been on the horn all night, and my CO already sent a patrol over to Jacob's house. We've got a warrant, so they searched the place, but nothing came up, not even Jacob. Now they're saying my CI is probably full of shit and just fucking with me. Bullshit! Jacob's using the riots as cover, and he's going to hit us, and hit us hard. Adam, I need you to trust me on this. You gotta help me find Jacob.
Fine, I'll help. Let's go over what we know. Just the facts.
What we know? Just the facts? What we know is he's certified batshit crazy, hates cops, quotes Che Guevara, and got his hands on military-grade explosives. What more do you need to know? Oh, Christ, man. I've got nobody to help me, and I can't even breathe. How am I supposed to find this guy? The bomb could be right under us, right now!
Nikki, relax. Keep it together.
I'm trying, Adam. I don't think I'm cut out for this kind of stuff. People could die. We could die.
Just focus, okay? We know that White hates cops, so his first target is probably gonna be the precinct or somewhere nearby. Make sense?
Yeah, okay. But it could be anywhere. He wouldn't risk going to the precinct. Too many people would recognize him. That leaves the transit station, the sewers, and the alleys around the precinct. Look, I need to stay here and report any leads to my CO. Can you check those locations for Jacob? Or his bomb?
No problem. Anything else you can give me?
I don't know. You remember what White looks like, right? Tall, Caucasian, skinhead? He's not the quietest guy, so you'll probably hear him before you see him.
Yeah, a real philosopher king. I remember.
Yeah, so if you just keep your eyes and ears open, I'm sure you'll find him. Also, I heard he's had some major augmentation work done. I'd be extra careful around him. I think the White we used to know has been replaced with something much worse.
Got it.
I know it's a long shot, but I'm hoping we get backup to expand the search. In the meantime, we can check those areas, and who knows, maybe we'll catch a break. Oh, and Jensen, please don't turn him into a martyr. I'd prefer him breathing.
OK, jak si přeješ? Tak, neaktivní. Takže teď tady máme tento úkol, který splníme. To se je škoda. 8, no to je fajn. Tak, šup. To je dobrý stroječek. Oh yeah. So cool. This is like a paytech. Tak, come first. First, nahoru? Tam se to dalo takhle krásně skočit, kdyby ten Jensen samozřejmě skočil, ale s jeho propadenými schopnostmi to prostě nedá. Tak, kde jsme? Šup.
Mold the way we think. They spew their poison into your ears and you listen. You can no longer tell the difference between the truth and their lies. It will find you.
Čemu to je
There's a sickness coming. coming, my children.
Children, on říká children, tak to už není dobré. Však když si půjdeme kanálem, tak by se nám to mělo povést.
You fucking augmented pigs!
How much is Sarah paid?
I thought the police overreact.
Yeah.
Ah.
They tripped me from behind and stripped me of my purse.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, but they refused to stick around to wait for you guys.
Sorry, but we've diverted all the trams. There are no more coming to this station.
Tak, no buď jsem teda tím pádem. Tak nebylo tady tomu.
Sorry, I can't let you into the station at this time.
One of those hooligans stole my purse!
I understand, ma'am.
It's just embarrassing.
Get
in touch with me is my online interactive streaming. We'll stream you through and answer your questions as best we can. But don't get your panties in a bunch to get hung up on.
Počkej, co potřebuješ? Do tunelu. Jo. Přijdu. Tak jo. Žádný kód. Radši. To stíneš.
Access granted.
Výborně. No, pojďme. Tak. Okay. Jesus Christ. God, I really didn't like it. Hello.
Hey, anybody ever tell you it's rude to eavesdrop?
Jste se o něčem povídali? Bedno. Tak, nechci obejít. Já už se těším na to, že snaží zjistit, že Megan je vlastně živá. Se mi vždycky tak líbí. Super, dokecáme s kamošem a... To je krásná podpůrka. Tu si domů.
I really appreciate you helping us out, Adam, but we're running out of time. We gotta find White before he blows something up.
We're in the clear. I left White unconscious in the sewers under the precinct.
Thank God. The chief finally took me seriously and is sending some men to help out. We'll take it from here.
Great. Anything else?
Oh, and it isn't much, but take this. The cops have a Deadpool going. I don't like it, but you take down a cop killer and you get a bounty, that sort of thing. I usually reserve this to pay off our CIs, but I think you earned it. I threw in a little something extra for bringing him in alive. It's good to know you're still one of the good guys, Jensen.
By the way, Nikki, White's bomb wasn't even explosive. It was a gas bomb. I managed to disable it, but you might want to get a disposal team down there to do a proper sweep and clean.
Ah, shit! I totally forgot about that. I'll get EOD on it right away. Last thing we need are more casualties. Man, I'm sure glad I bumped into you tonight. You're gonna have to let me buy you a pint down at Maggie's sometime. If I hang around you long enough, maybe some of that famous Jensen swagger will rub off on me.
Yeah, we'll do that sometime. Take care of yourself, Nikki.
Nora 92 to Central. Come in, Central. Over.
Nora 92, this is Central. Over.
That code 10 I called in earlier. It's actually gas or... We need EOD down there for cleanup. Stat. Tell first response to keep their hands off. We should quarantine the block.
Potřebujeme na to pyrotechniky. Tak jo, dámy a pánové, tohle to bude pro tento díl vše. Děkujeme za každý odběr, za každý like, za každý sklonný a uvidíme se v další části. Deus Ex Human Revolution. Tak, adios.